Good morning. Good morning. And welcome to the Allen Avenue Unitarian Universalist Church. Whether today is your first time here or you've been coming for years, we're so glad you are with us. My name is Tim Vogel. My pronouns are he and his, and I'm serving as this morning's worship associate. We are growing a community that transforms lives through the power of love. Our mission calls us to celebrate diversity, encourage spiritual growth, and promote social responsibility as we travel on and care for the earth. A special welcome this morning to those at home who are joining us on Zoom today. If you're attending for the first time, please fill out our welcome card on our website so we may get to know you. Now we have very special announcements this morning, like 5 of them. So, 1, 2, 3. Everything happens all at once. Today we have 5 things going on after church. Our regular 4 spaces are booked, so pastoral care will meet in room 214, 2 and 4, and we placed several adult chairs in amongst the children's chairs. Come join us after worship for a town hall meeting. We will be discussing 2 possible colors to paint the sanctuary. See you there. Brunch, bunch, and munch. Potluck, Sunday in 2 weeks. That's May 31. Sign up after coffee at the coffee window. All are invited. See Dave Jewers or Celeste Stickney. Our annual meeting is coming up on June 7th, right after the service. We need you to come to help elect officers, approve our budget, and several other important things. June 7th. And finally, from the worship committee, we still need 3 leaders for summer services. Please see Erica Bartlett if you are even slightly interested. Now, we invite you to take this opportunity to silence your cell phones so that we can be fully present to one another. After the service, please grab a cup of coffee or tea and stay for conversation or head down to the end of the long hallway to join a group of brown bag brunch. Those on Zoom may stay on and connect with one another. And now let us center our hearts and minds with the sound of the singing bowl.
Good morning. Good to be with you on this beautiful summer day. All of a sudden, if I haven't met you before, my name is Reverend Tara. I use they, them pronouns. I serve as the minister here at Allen Ave UU Church, A2U2 for short. Worship today is a celebration of faith formation designed with all ages in mind. So there will be no separate RE program. If, however, your child would prefer to play in the nursery at any point, you are welcome to head down the hallway and take a left. That being said, it is truly our joy to be together with members and friends of all ages today in the sanctuary. The wiggles and noises and chirps and sometimes screeches among us remind us of the life and vibrancy of this multi-generational community where all are not only welcome but cherished for exactly where and who they are. A noisy church is a happy, healthy church. Amen. As we celebrate the wondrous process of faith formation across the lifespan, we will reflect in particular on the spiritual growth we have seen in our children and youth this year, and invite the adults to contemplate their roles as nurturers, tenders of the young people in their lives. We'll reflect, too, on what it means for all of us to participate in the work of growing a community, not in numbers, but in spirit, in heart, in connection, and in love. And today we all participate in the ritual of child dedication, where we welcome children and youth formally into the fold of this beloved community and make promises of our support and care for them and their families. This is a day of celebration for all that is our life together. So come and be welcome, friends. You are joyfully called to worship.
As we light our sanctuary chalice this morning, those joining on Zoom are invited to light a chalice or a candle near you to connect us more deeply with one another. When the chalice is unlit, it is not waiting. It is ready to hold. When a match is unlit, it is not waiting. It is prepared. When a person is a child, they are not waiting. They are lamplighters running around with fire, asking, "Why are you waiting?" We light this chalice for the child and all of us still tending the holy flame.
We light our community candle this morning too, lifting up the children across the world who are living through violent times in Lebanon, Iran, Gaza, our own country, all across the world. May we work to build a world where all children get to grow old. Will you take a breath with me?
I'm going to teach everybody the chorus to a song, and I don't know about you, but I find it's like a map and GPS. I want to see the whole thing before I take the first step. So I'm going to sing you the chorus that I'm then going to teach you. So just relax and open your ears. Working on a ship we may never sail on. Ship gonna sail someday. Working on a ship we may never sail on. We're gonna build it anyway. Hey, so that's all you have to learn today, okay? To help me with the song. This is with apologies to Utah Phillips. That he wrote the original, but this has been changed somewhat. My turn first, you come in. Working on a ship we may never sail on. Working on a ship we may never sail on. Ship gonna sail someday. Ship gonna sail someday. Working on a ship we may never sail on. Working on a ship we may never sail on. We're gonna build it anyway. We're gonna build it anyway. Good, let's try that all together and then I'll tell you the other part you're gonna do. Working on a ship we may never sail on. Ship gonna sail someday. Working on a ship we may never sail on. We're gonna build it anyway. So that's the chorus, and then there are verses. There are 4 lines to the verses. I'm going to sing the first part, you're going to sing the second part. Well, wait a minute, I didn't tell you about that, but you already actually know it because your response is, ship gonna sail someday. It goes up. And the second one, ship gonna sail someday, and it stays down. Okay? So there are 4 lines. Those are your responses, 1 and 2. 1 goes up, 2 goes down. 1 goes up, or 3 goes up, 2 stays down. Only trick is the last verse. When you hear me singing something about ship's gonna sail to peace and justice, then we're gonna go back to the chorus. But just follow me. You can't make a mistake. Chorus first, ready? And working on a ship we may never sail on. Ship gonna sail someday. Working on a ship we may never sail on. We're gonna build it anyway. Sojourner Truth said, ain't I a woman? Ship gonna sail someday. Mother Jones said, no child labor. Ship gonna sail someday. Eugene Debs said, no more prisons. Ship gonna sail someday. Joe Hill said, don't mourn, organize. Ship gonna sail someday. Working on a ship we may never sail on. Ship gonna sail someday. Working on a ship we may never sail on. We're gonna build it anyway. Ella Baker said, give light to the people. Ship gonna sail someday. Paul Robeson said, I won't stop singing. Ship gonna sail someday. Martin Luther King said, I have a dream. Ship gonna sail someday. Malcolm X said, power to the people. Ship gonna sail someday. Working on a ship we may never sail on. Ship gonna sail someday. Working on a ship we may never sail on. We're gonna build it anyway. Dorothy said, set swords into plowshares. Ship's gonna sail someday. James Reeb said, let them all vote. Ship gonna sail someday. Judy Berry said, no more compromise. Ship gonna sail someday. Phil Berrigan said, no more atom bombs. Ship gonna sail someday. Working on a ship we may never sail on. Ship gonna sail someday. Working on a ship we may never sail on. We're gonna build it anyway. They're all gone and we're still building. Ship gonna sail someday. Ship's gonna sail to peace and justice. Ship gonna sail someday. Working on a ship we may never sail on. Ship gonna sail someday. Working on a ship we may never sail on. We're gonna build it anyway. Great job!
Amen. Thank you. So our mission statement here at Allen Avenue begins with the words, we are growing a community that transforms lives through the power of love. It's over here on the sanctuary wall. It's on the back of the order of service. It's at the top of each Friday's e-news and part of how our worship associates and leaders welcome us in every Sunday. Sometimes the worship associate or volunteer reader or I will mix two of the words up by accident and say, we are a growing community, which is true. We are a growing community, but the words chosen to describe our mission are, we are growing a community. And what I love about this chosen language, which predates my time with this congregation, is that it rests on the expectation and the commitment that to be a community, we must always be growing. Not numerically, though that is surely nice. It is important to expand our welcome and widen our reach, but spiritually, relationally, emotionally, and intellectually. We grow a community by getting to know each other and learning what others care about and what their lives are like. We grow a community by deepening our trust, by laughing and crying together, sharing from our hearts, and working collaboratively on projects to make our church and our neighborhoods stronger and healthier. We grow a community by living our values all 7 days of the week. We grow as a community by learning and making music together, by practicing the skills we need to be a people of covenant, like being clear on our boundaries and needs, asking for clarification when we don't understand, choosing curiosity over judgment, apologizing and making amends when we cause harm. We grow a community by having fun together, trying on new ways of thinking, and being willing to have our hearts broken open and our minds expanded. It is this growing, not just of our children and youth, but of all of us, right up until the final moments of our lives, that shapes us into the community that we are. It is this growing that makes us Unitarian Universalists. Would you join me in the spirit of prayer? We lift our hearts this morning in thanks for the young people in our lives. For children, widen the circle of our being in ways that are limitless. Every baby that's born connects us to our history, our own guardians, ancestors, and unknown forebears who brought new life to the world in each successive generation. Every baby that's born links us to the future, a world yet to come that belongs to our descendants and that we hold in trust for our posterity whom we will never know. Each child connects us to nature, to the innocence and exuberance of a world always hatching newborns, kittens and pups and lambs and babes. Each child reminds us of the kinship we share with people of other lands and cultures who love their young as purely and as tenderly as we do. Each child connects us to the universe, to the holy mysteries of birth and death and becoming, from which we all emerge. Children widen the circle of our being in ways that are limitless. And so with gratitude today, let us say together, Amen.
There is
Now is the time in our service where we engage in the spiritual practice of generosity. Our gifts support the ministries of this congregation and our work in the broader community. Each week, 1/3 of our offering is given away to a local nonprofit organization doing work to advance our shared values in the world. This month's Share the Plate recipient is Youth and Family Outreach, who provides early care and education programs for children aged 6 weeks to 5 years to allow their caregivers to complete their education and join the workforce. Their mission is to break the cycle of poverty and prepare children for success in school and beyond. Donations can be made now as the basket is passed through the donate button on our website, or if you are a member, on Breeze, remembering to make note that your gifts are for Share the Plate. If you are visiting for this first time this morning, please know that your presence is our gift. At this time, our offering will be collected and gratefully received.
When the kids were interviewing each other, I sat down with Isana and loved each of the questions she chose to ask me. One of them was what I was grateful for. This has become one of the easiest questions to answer, as it is what I reach for when I need to touch something that makes sense, something real. I told her I was grateful for every breath, every moment without pain, and for the present, just being there with her, bonding over our mutual love of sleeping in. I bet we're both thinking of returning to bed right now. The RE program isn't amazing because I direct it. Well, maybe it is. But it isn't. Children don't drive themselves to church. Parents don't come to church if they aren't being nurtured. Everyone is happier when they can make friends and be involved in things that align with their interests and values. We grow when we have ways to make meaningful connections and have fun. This year, RE had a record number of children officially registered in the program since at least 2020. With over 30 registered, we continue to serve 45 plus during the year. Of special note, most visiting families became regulars, with some becoming members and dedicating their children. We use the all ages RE model, a model that continues to work for our blended elementary through high school cohort. This model actually started out of necessity in 2020, and it became standard when children and youth of many ages bonded with one another. In fact, I tried to separate the kids by age at one point, and in those groups, we had children lighting candles of sorrow that they weren't all together anymore. The group now exclusively uses a curriculum developed and continuously updated and customized to them. I began developing this upon my arrival in 2020 as a supplement to other curricula. It has grown to be nearly a full year of workshops and sessions grounded in UU values. It is just as explicit as implicit, giving children the tools they need to articulate and cultivate their UU identity. It doesn't build on previous sessions like other curricula, making it visitor-friendly. It does follow an arc, beginning with community building in September. And this year, we had a special photography workshop with Clay, and I hope that he gets better soon. October sessions emphasize UU values as a set, laying foundations that will be revisited throughout the year. November explores deeper aspects of what it means to be in a covenantal faith. December explores winter rituals and stories, and we create a Lego Nativity movie every year that we play during the Christmas Eve service. January explores the concepts of beloved community in many ways, and it actually continues throughout the year, but I'm trying to simplify things here. February and March emphasize covenant creation and UU history. April sessions highlight food insecurity and environmental stewardship. In May, we reflect on the year and what we've loved and learned. And in June, we make posters for the Pride Parade and learn LGBTQ+, I should know that, history. While having a blended cohort can be a challenge at times, the benefits are radical welcome and inclusion. Any child or youth, and I would say adult, no matter what age or stage in their faith development or how often they come to church, can participate. There are leadership opportunities for youth. And there's greater consistency in attendance. Though there are still going to be Sundays with lower attendance, just as it is in the sanctuary, this is mitigated by having all the energy in one place. And youth group has entered an exciting new era. The A2U2 youth have joined the Youth Service Corps. This is a youth group of youth groups involving several communities: Episcopal, Quaker, United Church of Christ, and now Unitarian Universalist faiths. They gather once a month for food, fun, and a service project. Our first meeting as members of the YSC was in April at the Preble Street Food Security Hub, where we worked in the kitchen doing meal prep and also made and packaged trail mix. And last night, 6 of our youth attended a lock-in at First Congregational Church, United Church of Christ in South Portland, making new friends and working on a service project there. And I'm happy to report that most of them returned this morning, so at least that part went well. In June, we will do a trail cleanup together. The youth are also involved in RE, worship tech, and childcare, in addition to meeting as a group. In a moment, you will get to see highlights from the year, but I'd first like to highlight some of those highlights. We have the handy guide to the Unitarian Universalist values. It's an original video in a companion coloring book that you can find out more about in the foyer, written and created by me, that is a handy way to remember the values of our faith. And we start with that, laying that foundation and really working with our hands and not just memorizing our values, but embodying them, coming to learn what it means to us. And I think doing that with our hands makes us particularly connected. I've always been afraid that, the new ones aren't going to get this, and they've got it like after the first watch. So I encourage you all to do that. I'm not quizzing you, probably. I might. You never know. We do Trick or Treat the Values, which is another way to teach the UU values. The kids go door to door around the church, learning each value and receiving a related treat to help them remember it. Youth group members are stationed at each door, teaching each value. New this year, we did a pancake Thanksgiving, which we will continue. It's an event where we make pancakes and we create and read table blessings. And then we enjoy our meal together. Building the Beloved Community Fort, which you will see several pictures of, is based on MLK's vision as well as healthy congregational practices. And 3 versions ran this year. When I said we meet in May to reflect on the year, I asked for feedback from our kids, and this is their favorite session. So we did it 3 different ways. We had a Lego version, which is like a primer to the others and introduces the concepts of beloved community. We have the indoor storm version, where a fort must be constructed that can withstand forces, both known and unknown. We know a lot of them. A simulated thunderstorm tests building skills and encourages teamwork and resilience. And then the outdoor version, children work to create a fort using items in nature. This version is about envisioning their role in the wider community. And finally, I want to touch on Trash to Treasure, because I tweak it every year, and I'm so excited about it, how it is now. In this annual event, kids clean our land of trash. Before trash is thrown away, though, youth group creates interesting categories like best way to send a message or most disgusting. And then kids present the trash from their collection and argue why it should win that category. And then youth group determines winners. So you'll see pictures of youth group deliberating. And then all children enjoy treasure or treats at the end. I'd like to acknowledge those who have worked directly with the kids this year. First, Emily O'Neill, who is multi-talented, sewed that cloud pillow, in fact, found and bought us the whole cloud couch. Sings like an angel on a cloud. I mean, she's seriously talented. That was a cloud joke, probably went over your head. Emily is also reliable. Put me down for 1 session a month, she says. Then she shows up prepared and leads with passion and patience. Thank you for years of being helpful, kind, and insightful. So many things in RE are better because of you. Nanine Chase Ortiz I wonder if you're a real person. See, y'all already know. Because you kind of seem like everyone's favorite character from like any show. You're often multitasking, yet fully present, insanely busy, but somehow have time to be everywhere and do everything, including working with the kids. Full of joy and also a fencer, and that just doesn't seem like a real person thing. But it is, and you're a real one, and I'm so grateful to know you. Sonia Tonelli, you are so warm and open, ready to help. You are steady and elegant, thoughtful, and a bright light in my life and that of many others. Thank you for supporting big dreams and my commitment to giving the youth a youth group experience, even if you don't think you're cool enough. Throw on some shades and own your coolness. Kids respect adults who are authentic, and you've got that in spades. Jim Mason, I'm excited to welcome you as a new youth group facilitator. Thank you for already showing up anytime you think you might be needed. Youth need adults like that. Clay Atkinson, I'm thrilled that the kids and I got to learn more about photography from you. A former photographer myself, I was impressed with the way you gently guided children into lessons about perception and sensing the world in new ways. I know we are a team with different styles, but I still think I'd rather the kids learn photography from you than me. You are gifted and a gift to the program. Speaking of great photographers, Laura Rush, you are incredible. I'd describe your photography as quick-witted. It's fast, attentive, authentic, and true documentary, which seems to be becoming a lost art. You have shown up many times to create all these beautiful memories for our families. Thank you for helping with the photos and the exhibit. I'm grateful to our child care providers, Lex Jones and Kaylee Greenlaw, both young adults and former A2U2 youth group members who have consistently worked in this role for several years. Give it up for them. I need to wrap these up before Dale plays me off, but I want to acknowledge Lana O'Shea for her unbreakable enthusiasm and amazing interviewing skills. Dave Jewers, who, for being my wingman anytime I need him. The Bradys, John Howard for his endless passion for everything. The Bradys and every parent in our program, thank you for your consistency, dedication, and enthusiasm. All of you are helping us become an even stronger program. Thank you, Katrina.
In joy and celebration, let us sing together. Our closing hymn is 128, For All That Is Our Life. Dale will play it through once, and then we'll rise on our feet or in our hearts and join our voices as one. After the benediction and extinguishing our chalice, you are invited to remain seated for a short time of reflection and integration as Dale offers the postlude. Children widen the circle of our being in ways that are limitless. Let us follow their lead in growing this beloved community so that none of us leaves this place unchanged. Our worship has ended and our service begins. Go in peace.